Hi everyone and welcome to another video. So several weeks ago I made a video about the TDK AR asking if it's as good as they say. So this time I'm going to be checking out one of the other top tier type 1s, the Maxell XL1. Now I mentioned in the AR video that the AR uses TDK's SA or Super Avalyn Type 2 formulation, just transformed into Type 1. Now Maxell uses essentially a similar thing with the XL1, because the XL2 uses an epitaxial formula, while the XL1, even though it's Type 1, also uses the epitaxial formula, which is basically cobalt-doped ferric. Now, the interesting thing is that the difference between the XL1 and the AR is that the XL1 came first before the XL2. On the other hand, the SA came first before the AR. In around 1975, Maxell made the UDXL, which is basically the first XL1, before they were making pure chrome in their CR tapes. And then that basically lasted until 1976. Then in 77, they made the XL1, the UDXL1, and the UDXL2. That was their very first cobalt-doped ferric Type 2. And then 1978, they rebranded them to the XL1 and the XL2, no more UDs. And then, in 1980, this is the one where in Japan, for some odd reason, Maxell removed the XL1 and only added the XL1S. Now, I have this XL1S from 1980, but that's a topic for another video. So yeah, that's pretty weird. In Japan, they removed the XL1S. And we get to 1982, where, there you go, this is my version of the XL1. So yeah, let's take a look at this 1982 XL1 here. If I, yeah, you can see here it's just very normal. Yeah, normal Type 1, normal 120 microseconds. Yeah, date, noise reduction, yes or no for A and B. If you look at the back, it's very, very plain. Just your simple A and B stuff. There's some writing on A, but I don't really mind. And here, again, very simple, just Maxell XL146. If we look inside, you can see it's already on side B. That's because I bought this cassette used, and on side A there is a sticker, and surprisingly on side B there is nothing recorded on it, only on side A. And even on side A there's only about 21 minutes of recording. So yeah, there's still about 2 minutes of extra space, but yeah, side B there's nothing on it, so it's perfect for testing. So if you look at it, yeah, epitaxial XL146. Side B, those beautiful Maxell tape indicators there. Again, Maxell, beautiful, shiny, metallic sort of thing. Normal position, 120 microseconds EQ from Japan. Yeah, same thing on side A, but the sticker is also there. It says there's some Japanese and then screen with NR yes or no on the top there. Looking inside the J card, yeah, again, very plain. The spine is the same thing, but on here it's just plain white instead of this stuff. And then yeah, the stuff here is the same as on the back, except it has date and noise reduction on the top as well. And yeah, on side A there's something written on it. Now, this J card, I believe, is supposed to have an extra flap on it, which you could rip off. But yeah, it seems it's already been ripped off, because yeah, I can see what happened to it. So, right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to wind the tape using my pen. Yeah, you can see there, it is quite dark, a very, very dark brown. That's because, once again, it is ferric, but it's cobalt doped. So, yeah, the cobalt, it not only increases the fidelity and adds level, it allows you to record some more level on it, but it makes the tape darker. So, essentially, darker tape is better tape as long as it comes from the right manufacturer. Because of course, if it comes from like a Type 0 manufacturer, that's just gonna be sandpaper. So that's about it on like the history of the Maxell XL1 and a quick look at the tape itself from 1982. So now, I'm going to take a look at it and test it on my Pioneer TD7 cassette deck to see if it really is as good as they say. Okay, so I've already switched to the camera mic for this because we're just gonna get straight into recording. So I have my XL1 over here, gonna plop it into my Pioneer TD7. I'm gonna fast forward to the middle, more or less, or at least somewhere where there's already some tape. Just stop at 200. Okay, let's begin the auto calibration for the bias and levels. Okay, bias level, high EQ, and then there should be low EQ after that, I believe. Oh, medium EQ first. Fixing the bias again. Yep, still fixing. Should be working in just a little bit. Yeah, just give it a moment. Okay, so there you go, it's tuned. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to record the track from the YouTube audio library. It's called Chunk by Quincus Moreira, I don't know. It's a bit of a rocker, but and you know, the funny part about this is it sounds a lot like something you'd find in like some truck commercial. That's part of the reason why I picked this one, because it's kind of funny. Anyway, yeah, I set it to peak at around +3 on this scale, and I'm sure given the type of tape, it should be able to take that much level. So let's see. And yeah, I'm going to be switching between tape and source. I'll be putting some text at the bottom there to let you know where we are at. And yeah, let's begin recording. Well, that sounded pretty good. Um, I don't know what else to say. It was able to take the +3 dB very well, and it sounded really good, especially for the age. It's almost 40 years old, so yeah, sounds better than a lot of other 40-year-old things, that's to be sure. Um, so yeah, that's about it for the audio test. So what do I think about this cassette? Well, I think it's really great. It sounds wonderful. It can take quite a lot of level, +3. On the JVC scale, that's about like +5, perhaps even +7. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, it sounds really good. I hope you think so too. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I think it sounded really close to the source, and Maxell did a very good job with integrating its epitaxial formula into this cassette. And yeah, even for something from 1982, it sounded extremely good. And yeah, be sure to like the video, give me some stuff for the algorithm so this reaches more people, and so more people appreciate the wonder of the cassette. On Friday, I'm gonna put out a video on another one of these tapes. Perhaps I'll make a video on the XL1S on Friday, I'm not sure. But either way, I am going to be making another video on Friday, and I'm actually working on this big project. The video is called Defending the Cassette Tape, because, on many servers I've been in, for example, the Elvis fans Discord server, and even the actual server I mod in, Cassette Central, there have been many people with many misconceptions about cassettes, and this whole project was started by a video I saw which was comparing cassettes and records, when it's completely biased. The only turntable they have is a Crosley. They don't have any cassette decks, they don't have any cassettes. They just got into the record hobby, and so many people have seen that video, and yeah, they're basically just learning false facts, fake news and everything. So, I want to correct a lot of these misconceptions, some of which include, cassettes sounding bad, cassettes always getting chewed up by the machine, 8-track sounding better than cassettes. Who in the right mind would think that 8-track sounds better than cassettes? When 8-track was made, like, remember, it was twice the width of the cassette, but at the same time it had twice the channels, and so in total the channel width is the exact same. So they basically sound very similar, and the only time when 8-track sounded better slightly was in the very early 70s, before chrome caught on and cobalt doping and whatnot. But anyway, that's besides the point. I'm done with my rambling. You'll see that video in perhaps the next couple of weeks. I promise to bring it out before Christmas, because yeah, that's gonna be like my little Christmas gift to all of you. It's gonna be a very high production video, I hope. So yeah, thank you very much once again for watching. Be sure to feed the algorithm again. You can check out a playlist of some of my other cassette videos up here in the corner. And yeah, that's about it. I hope you have a wonderful day, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.